See this t-shirt? There was a time when wearing this in public made you look half naked. The most basic garment in the world used to be indecent. This is episode 45 of Chasing Beauty, and today we're looking at the strange origin story of the t-shirt. The modern American t-shirt began as something no one wanted to see. In 1913, the US Navy issued short-sleeve crewneck cotton undershirts as standard. The point was simple. Cotton could soak up sweat, protect the uniform above it, and be washed more easily than the heavier clothes sailors wore over it. Laborers wore it under coveralls. Businessmen wore it under dress shirts. It was an intimate layer meant to be hidden. That sounds extreme now, but the line between dressed and undressed used to sit in a very different place. In the 1930s, men could still be fined or arrested for showing their bare chest at the beach. In Atlantic City, 42 men were rounded up in a single day and fined $2 each for swimming topless. Then war came. During World War II, millions of American soldiers and sailors wore cotton t-shirts in barracks, on bases, while working and waiting for battle. And before the war was even over, the shirt had started leaking into public view. In July 1942, a 23-year-old corporal named Alexander Lagerda appeared on the cover of Life magazine, wearing a t-shirt with a winged horned toad shooting a machine gun from a cloud. His army unit's softball shirt, a soldier novelty tee on the cover of the most read magazine in America. In 1951, Marlon Brando wore a white t-shirt in A Streetcar Named Desire. Underwear suddenly looked dangerous. The shirt was tight, sweaty, physical. No collar, no tailoring. Just cotton stretched over the body. T-shirt sales across the country spiked overnight. 4 years later, James Dean wore one in Rebel Without a Cause. And the meaning changed again. Now the t-shirt wasn't just masculine. It was young, restless, anti-authority. White tee with blue jeans and a red jacket. Then the 1960s turned the t-shirt into a canvas. Screen printing technology made it cheap to put anything on a shirt. You had the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, and the Grateful Dead selling band tees. You had protesters wearing Make Love Not War across their chests. It became a form of expression. A suit tells people you're employed. A uniform says what institution you belong to. But a t-shirt can say almost anything. It can be cheap or luxury, blank or printed, disposable, or the one shirt you keep for 15 years. Because it reminds you of a concert, a person, a summer, or a version of yourself that you don't want to lose. So the t-shirt's origin isn't really about a shirt. It's about how underwear transformed into identity.